In the opulent penthouse overlooking the glittering skyline of New York City, where crystal chandeliers cast a warm glow over marble floors and floor-to-ceiling windows framed the endless city lights, the household staff had always moved with quiet efficiency. But one maid in particular harbored a deep resentment toward the new mistress of the house. She saw Avery Sinclair as nothing more than a scheming woman who had climbed into the bed of the billionaire CEO to secure her position. When Avery was instructing her on how to properly organize the master bedroom suite, filled with custom Italian linens, a massive king-sized bed draped in silk, and walk-in closets lined with designer gowns from Cartier and Van Cleef & Arpels, the maid smirked falsely. "Sorry, Miss Sinclair," she said with a venomous undertone. "My duty is to serve the master. I've done so for years. It's my responsibility. As for you, there will be other staff to attend to your needs. That's not my role." The air in the grand room thickened instantly, tension hanging heavy like the scent of expensive oud incense wafting from the diffuser on the nightstand. Even the elderly butler looked horrified, his face paling as he stammered. "What are you saying? Don't talk nonsense. Apologize to the madam right now." He reached out, pulling the maid forward urgently. "Hurry and apologize to the madam." Avery smiled faintly, stepping out from behind Xavier Knight's imposing frame. In full view of everyone, the staff lined up in the hallway, the butler frozen in place, she gracefully slid into Xavier's lap as he sat in the oversized leather armchair by the fireplace. Her slender arms wrapped around his neck like delicate vines, her legs draping casually over his as she settled in with effortless poise. She appeared utterly unbothered, yet when she turned her face toward him, her full lips pouted slightly, her captivating eyes shimmering with a thick layer of grievance. Xavier's expression remained cold and impassive, his sharp features etched with indifference, dark brows slightly arched as his obsidian eyes locked onto hers, waiting to see what game she was playing. But beneath the surface, hidden from view, his strong hand instinctively circled her thigh, lifting her slightly higher on his lap to ensure she wouldn't slip. He was afraid she might fall. "She's mine. Every inch of her body, every tear she sheds, it all belongs to me alone." Sensing his subtle concern, Avery's heart fluttered. This obsessive alpha male, this possessive husband, still cared about her well-being. That was enough. Her voice turned soft and pitiful as she leaned closer. "Darling," she called me Miss Sinclair. "Am I just Miss Sinclair to her? Don't I have any other status? Isn't she the one who attends to you personally? Can't she help me tidy the room?" She looked so vulnerably endearing, her eyes reddening slightly, like a helpless little bunny sniffing back tears, head lowering in feigned devastation. Her performance was flawless, leaving Xavier momentarily stunned. An inexplicable irritation stirred in his chest. He didn't want to see her like this, yet the urge to wipe away her tears and pin her close, ravishing her as he had the night before, surged through him. But this was their bedroom too. Was it forbidden for the maid to clean it? Xavier's brows furrowed, his gaze never leaving Avery's face. Visible impatience flickered in his eyes. The maid, witnessing this, couldn't hide her glee, a cold smirk tugging at her lips as resentment melted away. She misinterpreted his expression as disdain toward Avery for bullying her. Before her satisfaction could fully bloom, Xavier's voice cut through the room like ice. "Apologize to the madam, then go clean the bedroom as she instructed." The maid blinked in disbelief, her smile freezing. "What did you say?" Xavier's face darkened further, his jaw tightening as he glanced at her sidelong, displeasure evident. Why was she standing so close? He shifted back slightly. The butler, who had watched Xavier grow up, recognized the signs immediately, irritation and anger brewing. Yet the foolish girl pressed closer. The butler slapped her lightly on the back of the head. "The master told you to apologize to the madam and follow her orders to clean the bedroom." The words hit the maid like cold water, dousing her excitement. "Master, you're joking, right? You wouldn't say that." Avery's lashes fluttered, tears tracing down her flawless cheeks, each drop piercing Xavier's heart. His voice turned lethally calm. "I won't repeat myself. Do your job. Apologize to the madam. The temperature seemed to plummet, a storm brewing beneath his restrained tone. You serve the household, not me personally. You're just staff here, paid to work. Know your place. Don't covet what isn't yours. I've overlooked your arrogance before, for the butler's sake. But bullying my wife? You think you have the right? She's mine to protect. Mine to ruin. Touch her, and you'll regret existing. She's my woman. Do your duties, keep your mouth shut, and curb your delusions. Next time, don't blame me for having no room for you here. Each word struck like a blade, embedding deep. The maid, who had harbored genuine feelings, felt humiliated. Seeing Avery's mocking glance only fueled her rage. She stomped her foot, tears streaming, and fled without regard for anyone present. The butler called after her helplessly, then turned to Xavier. Master, she's still young. I apologize on her behalf. Please don't take it to heart. Xavier's demeanor remained cool. It's only for your sake that she's still here. Avery buried her face in his chest, nuzzling playfully, smearing her tears on his priceless tailored suit while stifling a secret smile. When she looked up, her expression was proud and teasing, lips pursed as if deep in thought, clearly toying with him. Xavier knew her game. With a low chuckle, he pinched the sensitive spot on her waist, a weakness he'd discovered during their intimate nights. She squirmed, laughing and twisting on his lap, but he held her firm, his voice husky. Stop moving. In an instant, the implication dawned on her. They'd indulged too often. Her body responded instantly. She froze, then deliberately shifted again, eyes gleaming provocatively. What, getting ideas again? He admitted without shame, his possessive nature flaring. Yes. She nodded vigorously, calling him a beast in her mind. Fitting for this age-gap dark romance where the grumpy billionaire CEO had claimed his sunshine bride in a forced marriage turned obsessive. Yet he reflected inwardly, watching her grow up, being so much older, marrying her right after taking her innocence without restraint. He was indeed a beast. Her skin was flawless, poreless, radiant beside his mature intensity. Her eyes sparkled with youthful mischief, lips plump and inviting. The more he thought, the more his obsession deepened. To deflect, he pulled the conversation back. Satisfied with how I handled it? Very, she admitted. He defended her publicly, establishing her authority, slapping down the maid spectacularly. When he declared her his, he shone with dominant charisma. Good. For the butler's sake today. Next time, handle it yourself. No need to ask me. Her eyes widened in surprise, then suspicion, recalling the maid's claim of exclusive service. Really? But she said she serves only you, intimately. Make it clear how. His response was swift, a firm spank on her backside echoing in the vast villa. She yelped, stunned. You spanked me? He leaned close, breath hot against her ear, voice seductive and low. Why so excited? It's not the first time. Last night, remember? Her mind blanked, cheeks flaming. How dare he mention it here in broad daylight? But she retorted playfully. Want to do it again? Yes. But eat first. Feed me? He agreed, the conversation veering into ambiguity. However you want. With what? She caught the innuendo, sliding off his lap to a distant seat, glaring resentfully while muttering about men being beasts. They dined peacefully until she checked her phone, flooded with messages from family and friends, warmed by their concern amid the scandal of their flash marriage. Her best friend raged insane for marrying a man for help when they could solve the family crisis. Another warned against unreliable men. Xavier overheard snippets, jealousy flickering. Seeing her pause, lips pursed, brows furrowed, he mistook it for regret. But her conclusion? Definitely no good men. His eyes darkened. Fine. He'd make that accusation real today. You're mine, baby girl. Mine to claim over and over. Without warning, he scooped her up over his shoulder. She protested, kicking her legs, but he carried her upstairs to the master suite. Kicking the door shut, he tossed her onto the silk sheets, looming over her possessively. All resistance faded as barriers were torn away, fabric ripping in heated frenzy. The room filled with implied intensity, walls pressed against, belts used for playful restraint, punishments delivered with dominant fervor in the lavish bathroom steam, red marks from passionate grips hinting at deeper submission. She was sensitive, responsive, driving his obsession wild. Her phone rang persistently. She grabbed it mid-moment. "I need to answer. My friends are worried." It was her best friend, frantic. Xavier, in a surge of possessive jealousy, thrust harder, eliciting a gasp from Avery that alarmed the caller. He snatched the phone, voice rough. "She's busy. Don't call." Hung up, resuming their heated entanglement. Meanwhile, her friends bet on the marriage's speed, millions wagered. The winner gloated upon hearing proof of their passion, while losers grumbled. Later that evening, Xavier's phone rang, an old friend inviting him to a private dining club, teasing about his return without gathering. Xavier glanced at Avery, sleeping peacefully in his arms amid the penthouse luxury. His heart softened. At the exclusive venue, dimly lit with private booths and exquisite cuisine, his friends were stunned when he arrived arm in arm with Avery. "Is this?" one asked. "We're married," Xavier stated possessively, pulling her chair, actions tender yet dominant. She beamed. "Thank you, husband. My little wife. Good girl for showing them you're mine." Her playful defiance shone as she addressed their doubts. "Uncles think I don't deserve him? I worked hard to bring him back, to marry him. Don't ruin it, bad karma." They probed her motives, suspecting revenge or convenience amid her family's woes. But she spun a tale of long-held love, waiting for him. Xavier smirked inwardly at her lies but indulged, his hand gripping hers tighter. Ambiguity laced their banter, hints of their private jet escapes, yacht nights, red room explorations where he punished and claimed her submissively. Tension peaked when an intruder, a rival suitor, burst in, offering to save her family if she left Xavier, calling him a kept man. Avery clung to Xavier coquettishly. "Husband, he wants me to leave you." Xavier's jealousy ignited, voice glacial. "You think you can take what's mine?" The man boasted, unaware. Laughter erupted when identity dawned. He mocked the legendary billionaire CEO, not recognizing Xavier Knight, head of a vast empire spanning industries, known for ruthless dominance. Avery teased revelations, recalling their first night, his intrusion, her allure, the wild passion that sealed their forced marriage into obsessive love. Bantering turned heated, implications of endless nights, her body marked as his, pregnant possibilities whispered in future air talks. He vowed more practice tonight, leaving her flustered yet craving. "You're mine, baby girl. Forever ruined for anyone else." As the night deepened in luxury and possession, their dark romance burned brighter. Enemies to lovers, grumpy sunshine, touch her and die enforced.